Okay.
We really have staff.
Okay, we are.
Today.
Yeah, we have staff. We've leveled up at the Let's Sesh podcast.
Crazy.
Okay. Welcome to this episode of the Let's Sesh podcast. I'm Eddie. The Cambridge Dictionary defines sesh as a period of time spent doing a lot of an enjoyable activity. For example, spending time with friends, watching television, drinking alcohol, or smoking weed. I added that last one. Today, I have Miranda with me. This is the first podcast of 2025. How are we feeling?
We are
First
feeling
off.
renewed.
Are we?
It's a new year.
Are you feeling renewed?
A little bit. I do, a little.
Would you like to reintroduce yourself to the listeners? Oh, actually, first of all, this is the first podcast that we have visual, and we have Tati working as crew. If you want to step in,
And Callie.
thank you so much. And we have Callie.
We have so many guests today.
We have a lot of guests popping into.
excited.
You said you had some things that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, no,
you
not
had some.
really. I just said, like, I could speak.
All
Give
right.
me a topic, and I probably have something to say.
All right. Let's start with 2024. Let's reflect on that, cause
Sucked. That shit sucked.
yeah, I feel like that was the one of the worst years of my life so far.
Like me.
How about you?
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all bad. But it was pretty
Okay.
bad.
Let's
Ooh,
start. Let's
month
start
by
with
month.
January.
I have a terrible memory for that.
You
But
Fuck, it was every month actually that some shit was happening, mainly with family stuff.
yeah.
That I don't know if this is the platform to get
Right, I'm
into.
like, oh.
But let's see. At the start of the year, I had been looking for a new job because I hated my last job so much.
But you got that, and that name that we will censor. Can I say it and then you bleep it out?
Yeah, we're gonna have to bleep out. He who shall not be named from my last job.
Can I say it and you bleep it?
Yeah. I wish him the worst in life.
So we got out of there.
So we got out of
We got
there. We're at a new place, but that's in August. So January.
Yeah.
Did anything happen for you?
I'm sure. Things are always happening. Things just don't ever stop happening.
Maybe look through my camera.
I know.
roll.
I'm like, I'd have to literally look through my camera roll. We were talking about January still.
I don't remember much in January. We can just skip over it. For me, the new year doesn't start until February.
Oh, because your birthday.
My birthday,
Yeah,
February
that's
1st.
very true.
January is like the end of 2024 is still lingering. You're still feeling the residual effects of last year.
It's not hit yet that the year is changed.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nice.
One of my favorite memes, this is so unrelated, but it's just because it came up. It's not this one, but it's with him.
Is that the one where he like immediately like
He's like, lick my
explodes
balls.
him?
I'm going to find it. Okay, here it is. You got to insert this in the...
So sad that Steve Jobs died of ligma. Who's Steve Jobs?
Lick my balls! And then he just kills him.
Oh, okay, and then May, I got my tattoos.
Oh, yes, I was there for that.
Yes, you came with me
Yes.
for that.
For the cookie tattoos.
Cookie
What would
tattoos.
you like to say?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough. Oh my god, my little brother turned 14, which means he's about to turn 15, which is so
crazy.
weird. My mom got a cat, Skippy.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty cool. Pretty cool cat.
By
We
the
had a
way-
game night at Erica's because Erica moved into her
Oh,
apartment.
that's right. Yep. We are drinking Cremant de Lourdes. It's a sparkling white.
420, went to Hippie Hill.
Was I there?
You weren't, but you should
I
have
was probably
been.
at work.
Yes.
Or is that a weekend?
It was Saturday.
Oh, where was I? Let's see, April.
This year it's on Easter.
Well,
Oh, I got a dermal in April. I got my dermal.
yep.
I
How
was-
was that? How was
oh!
that experience?
Worst pain ever.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Like, easily.
Would you do it again?
That's really hard. I probably wouldn't, honestly. I'm too scared to, like, get it changed. Even though, like, I need to get it changed. I'm like a little too scared because I know that shit's gonna hurt. Like sometimes I still touch it and it hurts. Like
Are you able
sometimes
to
it's
do it
fine.
yourself, or?
Fuck no.
But like, would you, or do you have every time you get
I
it
think
changed, you
it's
have to get
possible,
it?
but I would. That's the one I would not do. Because you have to like, it's in there. It's in there like
Yeah.
this. It's like stuck, and then to unscrew it, it's gonna move and it's gonna hurt. Like you're gonna hit tissue, and
Oh my
I don't
God.
have the tool for that. Like they literally use
Yeah.
like something
To like hold
oh
it.
my god.
I was
Until it
taking my
makes you so-
sunglasses off today, and it like the rubber like grabbed
Uh-huh.
onto my fucking nose thing and like pulled it.
Any other piercing, I can just play with it. But
Worst
this
pain in my life.
one, it's like I can sometimes, and then sometimes I can't. Like it's like I don't know what that is. Like if it's just maybe it's not healed yet. I know it
When
takes
did you
every
get
long-
it?
April last year.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it takes years for it to like settle.
But it also like usually I don't know. I'm just like hoping it stays in for so long because I don't want it to fall out.
I got this in 2021, and I feel like it's barely like healed.
my second one, I got
Yeah.
2 years ago, and it's still
Yeah.
like the first one I got. That shit's not. I could leave it out for like a week, I think, and
Really?
it would go back in. Yeah, but I got that when I was like 15, 16.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. That was May. We
I
went
bought
out.
these
Why
really
did we go out?
cool snowboarding boots.
Oh shit,
that they don't make anymore.
those are dope.
They were a children's 7. So I paid $250 for a children's 7.
Did they not fit?
No. So then I'm like, I'll give them to my little brother. No, my brother damn near has bigger feet than me now.
Sure.
So brand new. They don't make them anymore. Been trying to sell them since last year.
What are you selling them on?
Everything. Like
don't use
Facebook Marketplace.
What's the Z
Poshmark?
one?
Zpop? No, Depop.
No.
Zillow.
Not Goat, but the other one. It's like green. StockX.
Oh.
Don't use
Yeah, I
that.
wasn't even thinking of like a shoe place. I was just thinking like Facebook Marketplace. That's where I got them. But
I buy a lot of shit on Mercari. Or like eBay.
I just downloaded Poshmark because I have a coworker who like has gotten really into fashion and has been buying stuff on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, I think.
Well, those are mainly for clothes, but
Yeah,
Mercari is for like everything and clothes.
Okay.
Because I just bought a CD player.
Ooh.
And I'm collecting CDs again.
Oh my god. Okay, I have CDs, but I don't have CD player. I have a record player, which I should be like using. I need to find a place for it, like out here somewhere.
Could get like another table. Or
I should right there, a table.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace.
Period.
Yes,
Period,
that's
bitch.
the plan this year. Because, yeah, and I want to collect vinyls.
Yeah, I think CDs
More.
are gonna make a comeback.
Yes.
I went to Savers in Dublin. That's like the it's like Goodwill. What are those places called?
Yes, they opened one in Alameda. That's like
Yes,
supposed to be. Ooh,
yes.
we should go thrift shopping.
We should.
Let's do that.
The one in Dublin is supposed to be. It's bigger than the one in Alameda, but I only found 2 CDs. That's when I found the Luther Vandross
Ooh.
CD and the Mary J. Blige CD.
Yes. Luther. Bitch, you look like Luther Vandross.
Bitch, you think you look like Beyonce? You look like Luther Vandross.
Wait, I'm thinking of a joke. I have a joke. Hold on, let me think about it.
Take your time.
Can February, March?
April, May.
Damn it! No, that's not.
Oh.
I mean, technically no. Technically no.
What is
It's. Now I forgot. Hold on. Can February, March? No, but April, May.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's carry on.
Okay, so June I was in LA to visit my cousin.
You went to LA a lot this year.
Last year I went twice.
Felt like.
Yeah, I went June and then October I went again for their Halloween party.
Oh.
Okay, so that was June, July. Oh, June. Okay, we went out for Erica's birthday to that. Were you there? Yes, you were there.
Oh, poor Erica. Her poor stomach was hurting. I remember that.
I think she had like food poisoning or something
like,
that
we
day.
all went to go swimming, and she's like, "I'm gonna go inside."
That food was really good. I had a good time. Somewhere in Berkeley.
I went to an art show.
Where
it was
at?
really fun. It was like an art contest in SF in like a warehouse. And it was
Oh,
like
okay.
all these people like
Oh
in
yeah,
a
yeah,
circle,
yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah,
would
yeah.
like walk around in a circle. It was kind of weird when we first walked in there. People just walking in a circle.
Mhm.
And you just like walk in, but you like look at everybody who's painting, and then you vote on like who you want to win. And there's like a winner at the very end. I didn't agree with the winner, but it's okay. It's okay.
That's cool. July we went to Camp Cancer.
That was a highlight.
That was a very good.
That was a
time.
highlight.
What camp was that? Or what?
That was at Del Val.
Lake Del Val in Livermore.
Next time we're not gonna do it when it's 110 degrees.
It wasn't that bad, was it? I feel like I don't like the heat, and I feel like it wasn't. Maybe I don't remember.
When did you get there?
I think the second day.
Okay, so I got there the first day.
Y'all were there for like a week, right?
Yeah. When I got there,
I think I was only there for 3 days.
We had to put our tent up, and it was like literally 110 degrees outside, and we had to stop because we were like sweating and dehydrated and felt like we were dying, and it was so hot. We had to wait until it was like literally sundown to put our tents up.
I don't remember that.
I just remember it was so hot.
I think I got there late with Zyra.
Once we went on the water, and once we'd be like at
the boat was
we kept going to
the
water to like
cool down. Yeah.
Calm down.
I do remember I wanted to tell scary stories, ghost stories.
And somebody said no. No.
And somebody who will not be named said that they were very scared of such stories, so I was deprived of campfire ghost stories.
And it says Mama's Boy. Grab Mama the baby!
Okay.
Again.
Alright, we back. Battery died.
Back and better.
Back and we better. It was July. Anything else happened for you in July?
Yeah. We're also once again gonna bleep this one out, but I found out.
Okay. That was July. August? What happened for you in August?
Okay, fun story about something that happened in August. There was a day that I went to the Giants game. Mm-hmm. Not a Giants fan. I'm an A's fan, but I went to the Giants game because we don't have many options anymore. And it's
our
still
only
fun
option.
To go. It's still fun to go. I had something to do after work, so I couldn't go straight to the game. And two of my coworkers, Ashley and Natalie, they went straight to the game. So I was like, I'll just meet you guys there. Okay, I meet them, or I go there, and I park my car in a parking garage. This parking garage was a setup. It was...
This was the day you had to go 3 times?
Girl,
3-4 times?
Boy. Man, sir. Let me tell you. Okay, so...
Yeah, start. Go ahead.
I parked...
I felt so sorry for you this day. That was crazy.
It was a headache. Almost impossible to park in there, especially if you didn't have like a backup camera. Like I feel bad for anybody who parked in there, and I bet you like every day somebody's like hitting cars for sure, like bapping. And so when I left, the guy was like, "Oh, you have to come no later than an hour after the last inning." And I'm like, "Okay," or like an hour after the game's over. I'm like, "Okay," and so I did. Mm-hmm. I'm on my phone looking at where my car is parked. I walk there, and all the garages are shut, so I can't tell what building it is because it's dark, and like, I just can't. I'm also like I'm a little intoxicated. I'm not really intoxicated, but I'm a little intoxicated. It's dark. I just can't remember what door it's behind, so I don't know. And then I'm like, so then Ashley and Natalie, they're in their car. They're driving me around like, okay, maybe it's over here. So we go to the other side of the building. Then I'm like, let me just get out and like try to walk it. And like, maybe I'll see something. My phone dies. They lose me. I lose them. I'm on the streets. No car. Phone's dead. I'm like, I'm about to literally jump on Muni right now. And just like, before it's like too late and that's closed. Yeah. So I'm just like, damn. So I'm walking down the street like, damn. And I'm like literally thinking like I'm about to walk to BART right now. Like I know where it is. I'm about to walk. So I'm walking down the street and then I see Ashley and Natalie and they pull over and they're like, get in the car. And so I get in the car and they take me around again. I was like, just take me home. I'll deal with it tomorrow. So then the next day, because I don't have a car, I get on BART. Oh my God. How did I get to BART? I Ubered. My dad was home and I Ubered. So we're already off to a bad start. I Ubered from my house to BART, get on BART to San Francisco, get off, get on Muni, get off, walk to the thing, and it's closed again. It's not open. But this time, like, I know it's in here. And I see a sign because now I'm like, okay. I'm reading the sign. It's like, call this number if your car's in here. I call the number. He lets me in. I go in. He's like, why didn't you call the number yesterday? I said, I couldn't figure out where my car was. Like, it was like a whole thing. So then he lets me in. I see my car. And he's like, well, like, I'm going to have to see you. Like, anyway, I don't have my key. keys. I don't have my fucking keys. I'm pissed. I'm already pissed because the guy was being like annoying. I forget what he did, but he was being like annoying about it, so I was already in a bad mood. And then I was like, oh, I don't have my keys. And like I had to tell this guy, like, I don't have my keys. So then I had to go back home. I actually took Bart to I forget. But Tati picked me up. Then she drove me home. And then I grabbed my fucking keys and I got back on Bart and I did it all over again. And then I got my car and then I drove home. So that was the beginning of July, I think. The beginning of July.
That's
or
crazy.
August. We're on August?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah,
That was
August.
I just told
Yeah,
that
yeah.
whole story for August. Yes.
Wow. August for me was when I got my new job. They were playing with me at first. I had 2 interviews, I think, at the end of July that went really well. And then beginning of August, they were like, okay, you scored enough points to, like, earn, I don't know if it was another interview or to, like, actually, like, get the job. But they were going to put me on hold until, like, October. This was, like, end of July, beginning of August. I was like, what the fuck? That sucks. Okay. And so I actually wasn't going to email them because they sent me an email saying, we liked your interview, but we're going to put you on hold for now. I was going to like just delete the email and be like, fuck you guys. Yeah. I actually responded. I was like, thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Let me know if, if anything changes. Literally 4 days later, they email me back. They're like, hey, when do you want to start? Like, we need you. Here's what happened. Somebody died. So I was like, yeah, I'd like to start immediately. I think that was like...
They're like, us too.
they're like same. We'd like you to start immediately. That was like August something. I started August 19th. I think maybe like the 15th was when that happened. And I quit my job that day. Literally, my boss hadn't come in. I called him.
Kim.
Oh, he had already been long gone.
Oh.
Yeah. He had quit. Like...
I didn't know that.
Couple months before that. Yeah. So it had gotten a little bit better, but then it started getting worse. So literally that day I signed the letter and I went into work. It was like a Thursday and my boss didn't come in and I called him. I was like, yeah, I was offered a better job and I think I'm going to take it. Mm-hmm. And instead of him being like, oh, is there anything we can do to keep you, anything we can do? Nothing. He was like, okay, when do you start? So I said, oh, sick. I start next Monday.
Tomorrow.
Today's my last day. Yeah. Said, all right, deuces. Yeah.
I also quit my job last year. Just remember.
What month was that?
Probably around the same time. I know it was the end.
End of August?
No, like the end of...
You've only been there a year? Or not even a year?
No. I quit my second job that I've been working for 8 years.
That's right.
Like, I've always been... So, my what do you call it? Certification just expired, like, literally today. The 19th.
Oh,
today
damn.
The 19th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. I always would need it renewed by the 19th. I don't think I quit until like...
End of August?
It was around the time my grandma died. So it was like October. Because I was like, my grandma's about to die. I want to be there.
That's right.
So it was like the end of September. I was going through a lot at that time. Like the end of August to September to October. And so I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I could live off of one job. It was nice getting paid an extra like $300 every week. Just on top of what I was making.
Yeah.
But it's also like
you needed I was the time
working.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't get off every day. It was just a lot. So I was like,
it's good that you did that.
Time. And then I moved in here, and so I was just like, yeah. I went back to school. We're not gonna talk about that. You did good, and then we realized like,
it wasn't our time. It wasn't the time, and that's okay.
It's just the classes I chose to take at the same time.
Teacher would be good. You'd be a good teacher.
And it's like I like working with all the kids, and then before I used to always want to be a therapist because I felt like, oh, like I just like giving advice and I like listening. I'm a good listener. I can like listen to people, whatever. But it's like I can do that as a teacher, and then it's like not on me to like give them advice. Also, when I told my therapist, I don't have a therapist. When I told my coworker who is a therapist, who's been damn near like my therapist, when I told her that, she was like, therapists don't give advice. So I've never had therapy. So I was just like, what? She's like, no, we won't. And then she kind of like read me for filth. like as an example, but I was like, you just totally totally went off right there. But and I'm gonna totally out myself too. But I was like, what? Really? She's like, yeah, no, we don't give advice. We'll just be like, so I notice you say you feel really bad after you drink, but you're still drinking. Like, let's talk about that. And I'm like, what an example! Because I've told her so many times. Like, I wake up with the worst anxiety. Like I just make bad decisions sometimes. And so, like, I'll tell her, like, I'm feeling really shitty about myself. And she's like, oh. And then she'll, like, talk me out of it. It's really bad sometimes, but
I think
yeah.
I'd make a really good therapist.
I think so, too. Like, but then I'm like, I kind of don't want to do that, though. Like, I
kind of like that.
No, I do, too, but I feel like I do that already. Like, I don't need to be actually responsible, but I can talk to you like a therapist. Like, I know the language to use. I know how to be empathetic and sympathetic and yada, yada, yada. But I don't want to be, like, the one that it falls back on and, like... And the kids that I work with, like, have really severe trauma and shit, where it's like, I think I'd rather be their teacher than, like, their...
Than helping them, like...
Because in a way, I'm a trusted
them, like, walk
adult.
through
it's just, I'm not talking to their parents about... I don't know. That's... Yeah.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I would like to go to therapy. I just... See, and that was another thing. I was like, oh, I want to do therapy, but I don't have really time. And I don't want to spend my off time going to therapy. I'm not, like, totally against it, but now I have so much more time, I'm like...
I'm not either, but I just feel like... I don't know if I need...
Like, I can figure it out. I thug it out and work it out.
I just, like, I don't know what I would need therapy for. Not to say that...
No, that's a flex.
Not even in that way. I just, like, I don't know what I would talk about. Like, I don't know.
You feel like you're content, like you have nothing that's holding you back. You don't have anything that you would like to just get off your chest to a random stranger and, like, hear what they have to say, or, like, no, like, you're like, I'm good, I'm confident, I know what I...
Kinda.
Well, then that's great. That's fucking fantastic.
Like, at least for, like, stuff, like, within myself, I feel like
or,
I kind of have it figured out.
With other people, like, oh my god, like, this just, like, really just seems to, like, no, see, that's great.
Like, I feel like I kind of, like, understand the dynamics of certain things, and so I'm like, that's
really interesting.
I don't know what I would, like, I feel like I'd just be talking and, like, I don't know that there'd be anything that I could get out of it.
Interesting.
I don't know. Like, not to say, like, there's nothing wrong with me, but I just feel like there's nothing that I need
to figure out and, like,
work out. Like, I feel like I kind of understand
you had that
myself.
Toolkit on you.
Or maybe, or, like, I just feel like I feel like I just understand myself.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah. Because I don't know what I would, like, family dynamics. Like, I feel like I have a good relationship with my family.
So good.
Like, I don't.
Like, you're good within.
I'm good within. Like, I feel like I know myself pretty
well.
well.
Like you're lacking and you can't get in life. Like you don't know how it's stopping you. Something that you're like, oh wow, I've always wanted to, like, I've been trying to do this for so long, and, like, I just can't because there's something in me, or there's something, like...
Maybe the only thing would be, like, relationships. I feel like maybe I'm too picky. Or, like, I'm not gonna just settle for anybody. And I feel like because I see my parents and their relationship is so, like, good, that I'm just like, why would I even entertain anything that, like, I don't fully want?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's bad, like,
no,
if I'm just gonna be alone forever because I'm, like, too picky.
Feel that.
Or if, like, maybe you do need to settle on certain things, but, like, I don't know.
Oh, that sounds lame.
Right?
That sounds so lame. I could throw up.
Like, that doesn't seem... Yeah, so I don't know. So there's a lot,
not
like, I
vibe.
feel like... Not my vibe at all. It's not my vibe, girly. I also feel like I'm, like, delusional as fuck, probably, like...
No.
If anything, I need therapy for, like, money. And spending money. Because I don't know how to save. Therapy's not for everybody. Okay, June, July, August. What happened in August? Okay, new job. Love the new job. It's great. All the coworkers are our age.
That's the best part, is when you have cool coworkers.
Hell yeah. They're all cool. We went out with
everybody gets it.
My coworkers on New Year's Day with his girlfriend. They were really cool.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyways. Let's move on. Next topic. I wanted to do more research into this, but apparently, one of the people that tried to assassinate Trump didn't have any silverware in his house.
I heard about that.
Okay, you heard about this?
Yeah. Also, the whole Trump thing with the assassinations is so weird to me because any other shooting, it's like we know so much about these people, and it's like this has happened 3 times now, and we don't know shit about any of them. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What do you think about the no silverware thing? What is that?
Weird.
Gnocchi, you are wild.
Gnocchi is here, and Gnocchi is
trying to eat our food.
It's really rude, quite frankly. Quite frankly, it's quite rude.
Okay, silverware. What do you think is behind that? Why would you not have silverware in your house?
He's not a real person.
He doesn't need
That's
anything?
the only explanation. Did he live by himself? Do we know enough? Like, do we know anything?
I don't know.
He lived by himself, and he didn't have silverware. Maybe he just, like, never bought it, and he started from nothing, you know? And he just, like, was like, well, I'll just, like, use plastic utensils. But if he lived with family or lived with, like, other people, that's weird.
Okay, here's another conspiracy. Why do White House cooks / chefs
Always die?
keep dying? The last few presidents,
Yeah.
the chefs have died.
That's what? That is
Yeah. So let's see.
It's a curse. It's either a curse.
Obama's chef also died by drowning.
No. I'm so sorry. You got a job. You got a real...
Yeah, what is that about? What do you think?
I think it's either a really inconvenient curse / coincidence. Same with like the Drake curse, the Kardashian curse. It's just a coincidence. Or, I don't know, they just know too much. I don't know. Will we ever know? I don't know.
Doubt it.
Why are they in the pool by themselves? Is my question.
Why do they not know how to swim?
And why aren't there lifeguards that
Like,
are like on
They drowned at the White House though?
I don't know.
That would be even
But you
crazier.
would think that
If they
would
died
have-
there,
they're a
or they
person
die
who-
after they're like not the chef anymore.
The Obama's chef died at Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. He had been reported missing.
I remember that.
This was like back in 2023. Okay. Interesting. How do you feel about the fact that we've only discovered 5% of the
I
ocean?
don't want to talk about that, Eddie. That's not what I came on here to talk about. I want to talk about
Because that shit freaks me the fuck out.
Right now.
I fucking hate the ocean.
Home Alone. You're all gonna leave, and I'm gonna be here by myself. So let's not talk about
The
that.
ocean is gonna scare you?
The ocean's gonna come and get me. All the things in there. No, I do think that
That's real.
Alright.
there's that's true. That's just like a really deep rabbit hole.
5% of the ocean? That's all we've seen? That's
And do we even know
crazy.
that? Do we even know that?
Right.
I've seen some. Okay, so one shit that I wish was still on YouTube, and like this.
That was really good.
Thank you. I'm telling you guys, we have to go out and actually order them at the bar because, well, no, we don't.
No, we'll
They'll
just
be
make it here.
expensive. Yeah, we'll actually just like kill the bottle night. Actually. Let's do
Period.
that.
Alright.
Spend the night because I'm home alone thinking about the ocean. Yeah, you want to hear some ocean
Think about
facts?
5%
Nina.
of the ocean.
Nina.
Nina!
It was Nina.
Nina.
Okay, I just want to send a disclaimer out there that I am able to recognize crazy things where it's like, okay, that's just like ridiculous.
What do you mean?
And like fact check things.
Like
when
what?
you read, like people when they talk about reptilians. Like there are certain things that but there's other things where I'm like, that sounds crazy,
But
not that crazy,
but unless.
but not unrealistic.
Yeah.
So like Hollywood, I believe is weird. I believe is really weird. And you have like little ins there. I feel like you could talk
I was about to say, yes, they're weird, but not in the way that people think.
like demonic shit. I really feel like that's real in Hollywood. Like people get involved.
I don't know about demonic shit, but I think like sex trafficking and
Yeah.
like stuff like that. I don't know if I would classify that as like
Uh-huh.
demonic.
Well, I guess it just depends like what they're doing it for and whatnot. Because some
Yeah, I don't know
things
that they're
are,
doing
like,
it for like spiritual or like
things
religious. I just think they're just
people,
doing it just because they have the money and
like okay, so there was this shit. I have no. If I can find this, I will literally have to sit down and watch it because it's
Mhm.
it's crazy. But it's also like one of those things where like you're like, holy fuck, am I believing something that's like just totally outlandish and not real and like am I gonna sound like those people who sound fucking crazy talking about like reptilian lizards?
I don't care.
But there's this thing that has been blocked now from YouTube. But it's a guy who used to be a stunt double, and he used to be a really famous stunt double in Hollywood. He'd do all these movies, and how he just like saw a bunch of things in Hollywood, and now he's like separated himself. But like they go into so many things, and it's like really fucking weird. And then I just remember watching it, and like they get into like these dinners they do where it's like there was one thing they showed where like Lady Gaga is like going through the forest with some healer or something, but she's like naked, blindfolded in the forest. Like they have like video footage of it. They're like showing it, and it was called Out of the Shadows, I think, or Out of Shadows. You can't find it like anywhere now, but it was on YouTube, and I remember watching it and being like, "Holy fuck!" Like I literally just saw Hollywood different after that, and then now it's like I see things, and I'm like, "Yep."
Well, I do know they be having those crazy sex parties.
For sure.
Your favorites are there fucking each other.
I forget who I was talking to about this, but like you get to a certain point where like you're so used to like crazy, like your access to things is so unlimited that like normal things just is not it for you. Like you need, like you literally have, I don't know, like
yeah, probably.
Yeah, like I remember when the whole Drake thing was going around, and people were talking about him fucking dogs. Like, it's not off the table. You know, I don't know. There's just certain things where I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he definitely does, but I'm also.
Allegedly.
But I'm also not saying he definitely doesn't.
We don't know the guy. What is the biggest conspiracy theory that you believe in?
Oh.
And try to convince me and make me believe it too.
Ooh. I almost need like a list because I don't know why I can't think of anything. I mean, I do believe in like demonic shit in Hollywood.
This is 21 of the best conspiracy theories. Let's see. Okay, here's the moon landing hoax.
Yeah.
NASA landed astronauts on the moon in 1967. By 1970s, a bizarre conspiracy emerged that the moon landing never happened. The conspiracy was described in a 1976 book called We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 billion Swindle, and then a movie in 1978 called Capricorn 1. Even as late as 2001, there was a Fox documentary called Conspiracy Theory, Did We Land on the Moon? There are plenty of debunkings of the various moon hoax claims, and then there's the issue of the hundreds of pounds of moon rocks that have been studied around the world. That's what they say.
Eddie, this might make sense to you.
Huh.
The 10-year challenge on Facebook in 2019, which encouraged Facebook users to upload pictures of 2009 and a current one in 2019, was actually a front by programmers to gain data and examples to train facial recognition and age progression software.
Damn. I fully believe that.
I'm on Reddit, and it's like, what's conspiracy theories that actually make sense? And so somebody put, over the years, I've become more and more convinced that the 1962 Alcatraz escapees survived. I know nothing about Alcatraz.
They're convinced that they are?
That they survived.
Oh, yeah.
Really? So I know nothing about that.
There was like two or three guys that... There was like a movie based off of it, or a couple movies that like escaped from Alcatraz.
I mean, I know people who swim that for fun.
Yeah. So they say that they never found the bodies. They never found them. Like, yeah, they probably they probably survived. I believe they did.
Mm-hmm. Good for them.
Yeah.
Okay. This has come up before, and I'm starting to believe it. But the amount of mattress stores that exist is questionable. They say it's like a money laundering thing. I mean, people do finance mattresses, same with like furniture, but...
Okay, I had a conversation with my coworker about this, or not about that, but it kind of like settled that for me. Because I feel like, how are there so many car dealerships everywhere, and they're like just in business?
Yeah.
But my coworker used to work for dealerships, and he's like, there are people buying cars all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like, those salespeople are, like, on the phone daily. I think it's the same for mattresses.
Probably. But not as much as a car. But, yeah.
You would think,
but then it's like, you think the same thing about, like, how many people are really going to the airport. Bitch, there's people at the airport all day, every day.
And my coworker was saying there's people that buy cars yearly.
Yeah. And, like,
just because they can. Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's the same for mattress. Maybe some people are like... But I'm swapping my shit out every year.
Cars can fuck up. Mattresses, like, how often do you really need a new mattress?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. And also, why is it just a mattress store? It's not like, oh, you go to the furniture store to buy a mattress. Like, no. Like, you go to the mattress store. Like, there are mattress stores. Like, they have their own
Yeah.
business.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That's
It's like its own. Yeah, I don't know.
demand. Like, it's so needed that they have their own store for just
Yeah, I
mattresses.
don't know. Like, are people really buying? That's
You
why I
can't
was
even
like,
go to a couch store. It's couches and
that still doesn't
everything.
click for me that like people are buying cars that often though. Is it for? Where is it at?
0.
Oh shit.
It's still recording.
Okay. All right. We'll see if that works when I'm editing later.
Right. Let me see if I'm quick for BTS.
Thank you. What were we just talking about? Mattresses. Anything else you wanted to talk about specifically? You said you had a lot to say. Just in
because
general.
usually I do. Usually when
Any
people say things,
2025 resolutions? Do you believe in resolutions? Is that something you
I believe
do?
in goals.
Okay.
Look at
Oh. Goals
I
for this year.
goal for this year: make money.
Period. That
Save
should always
money.
be the goal. Yeah, that's.
Don't spend too much money. This year it's a big thing for me to like try to like not fucking care what other people think about me. Like who fucking
Period.
cares?
Yes.
In a year it doesn't matter. Is that the smart ring?
Yeah, it's my aura ring.
Shut the fuck up. You have an aura ring?
Yeah.
How much was that? Never mind. I want to get one, but I don't want to spend the money. How do you like it?
400
Oh,
something.
that's
I like it a lot.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I like it for sleep
He
tracking.
doesn't have his treats right here. He only wants me to do the food. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Because it tells you like how many hours you've been in like a deep sleep versus a.
It can like track when you thinks you're gonna like start getting sick and like all this other stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
I
done.
like it a lot. Because my Apple Watch, I haven't been wearing it too much.
Wow. Yeah, I really like that. I want one.
Yeah,
to do
they have
that.
the rose gold one too. It's really nice.
Resolutions for me.
Oh yeah, any goals or resolutions?
Keep my sanity. Travel. I want to go to Mexico again. I would also love to go to Japan. I don't think I'm going to make that happen this year. It could happen.
Perhaps
you never know.
next
It's
year.
also supposed to be the cheapest year to go
I just saw that too.
for like multiple places.
I just don't have money in general, so
I don't either. I don't know what happened.
it doesn't matter how cheap it is. I can't
did.
afford it
Like, I don't
regardless.
know what has happened. Like what?
Yeah.
Because I've like still in the same situation pretty much. I don't know what changed, but well, I did quit my second job. That's probably
That'll do it.
that did help. That was like low key. Anyway, that's yeah. Yeah, you really want your treats, but I'm not giving them to him.
Yeah, I need to save money this year.
Yeah.
Once I pay off some credit cards, that's my problem. I would be able to save money if I didn't have credit card debt.
Really?
Yeah. Because everything that I would be putting into savings is going towards paying off these credit cards.
But everything else is paid for. It's not like you're in like debt, right?
Well, it's credit card debt. It's
Right, but
money that I owe.
But all the things that require you to live a day-to-day life are getting taken care of. Like, you're not gonna get your car repoed.
No,
your
but I
insurance
don't
is
have.
paid.
I basically don't have money at the
That's
end of the
fine.
month.
Right.
But
you're able to live.
Yeah, because I don't.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. You have an aura ring?
Yeah.
How much was that? Never mind. I want to get one, but I don't want to spend the money. How do you like it?
400
Oh,
something. Goals. Yeah, I need to save money. Maybe I need to sell some clothes or sell some shit.
I need to just get rid of clothes. It has nothing to do with selling.
Well, I need money. If anybody out there wants to give me money, hit me
Anyone
up.
wants a pair of 5.5 children's snow boots that are no longer being made by Nike, hit me.
Those will be worth a lot of money in a couple
They
years.
will be, and they're
Hold
not
on to
making them
them.
again. I know I should. I'm gonna just save them for my future child if I ever have one. Because the grandma is the baby.
The grandma is
In
the
time.
baby. Oh my god! Last night,
Eat it.
or it was this morning, my mom was like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't have kids because
Thank
I
you,
went
Mom.
to bed. I was like, well, yeah, thank you for finally realizing, agreeing.
Appreciate that.
But because I went to bed drunk last night and didn't bring Cookie into the room with me and left her to sleep in the living
That's
room,
so funny.
she's like, wow, you left your kid out? Like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have
Different.
kids. I'm
It's-
like,
to be fair, it's different when they're a dog. Like it's a
their
little
dog, they were in the
You
living
should know
room. I didn't leave her like outside of the house. But I'm like, yeah, thank you for finally seeing my point of view.
Yeah, I didn't even ask for this.
It's like, that's
It's
what
the
I've been.
dad that stepped up. Like honestly,
The grandma's baby.
I don't want to discuss what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, for real.
Day.
Did you hear
And
that?
that's it.
Did you hear that one song?
Oh, no, whoa.
No, it's like shout out Martin Luther King.
What?
He had a dream.
No. Wait, let's hear it.
No, it's not good. It's not worth it. Yeah, tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day, and that is all we will be recognizing. Yeah, this one. Doja Cat was listening to this on live one time.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't do that!
Shout out Martin Luther King. That nigga had a dream.
Oh! Okay. Let's end it.
Yeah.
Let's end it right there. We gotta go. You gotta post it on your story tomorrow as the audio.
I feel like that would be incredibly racist. I probably should not.
Okay, maybe don't take advice from the white girl who's telling you to post.
I reposted a story the other day
no.
about like a black community in the LA like fire or
Uh-huh.
something, and I didn't like look at the sound that was with it, and the name of the sound was like Sounds of Blackness, and I was like, that just
I'm gonna remove.
I was like, I don't know if I should keep that on my story. It just felt wrong.
The sound, but
Yeah, I was like, I should have looked at that before I reposted it.
Shit.
So I deleted that story because I just felt like that was
That's what
not
happens. I
correct.
I post delete all the time. Happens to
Yeah,
us,
I did
guys.
that again today. I reposted it was a picture of Dave Chappelle and his SNL model. Did you see that story?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. I
I
deleted
wish.
it before everybody saw.
What?
It was like a screenshot of Dave Chappelle and his Saturday Night Live monologue, and he's wearing like this like sleeveless vest,
Mhm.
like a crazy outfit. And the caption was like dunking on trans people, but wearing that is a choice or something. And I was like, this could be interpreted in many different ways.
No,
I was like, let me delete that.
Sometimes you post something like not everyone has the same humor as me, and
Yeah.
not everyone's gonna think I'm joking, and also I'm white. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, people are gonna think I'm not for trans people, maybe. I'm like, let me just not. So I delete that. Only one coworker follows me on Instagram.
Is that the one that went out with us?
No,
Oh.
he doesn't follow me. We text, but he
Oh.
doesn't follow me on
Does
Instagram.
he have an Instagram?
I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't
That's
looked.
cool.
Okay, anything else? How do you feel about the TikTok ban?
I knew this was gonna come up,
Mhm.
and there's so much to unpack because Trump, like, did he do that just to like stunt? You know?
Well,
Like,
remember,
did
he
he
did
remove it to
start the
save
ban.
You know what I mean? Like, did he
Yeah,
did he like fuck it up to be the hero in the end?
100%.
I don't know, because that was the timing of it is really interesting, but also
And if the whole point of banning it was for national security, why are you going to extend it for another 90 days
Yeah, it doesn't
if
make
it's
sense.
not that serious?
like what's the real issue? Also, I have a real like it's really triggering when like all these people are like, I'll buy it, I want to buy it, I'll buy $20 billion in cash. I'll give you right now.
Why the
for this
fuck do you have
app.
$20 billion in
Why
cash,
the
you
fuck
asshole?
don't you want to give that to like? There's literally fires in LA. There's literally people dying in other countries. My neighbor the other day was talking about how Jeff Bezos and his wife like can't donate a lot to America because it ends up being taxed or some shit. So they end up giving so much of their money to like people in Africa, which I didn't know. So shout out to them for that. Or one of the rich people does. I don't know if it's Bezos or
Oh, okay.
I thought it was, but
I
yeah.
doubt it's them,
Basically,
but
it's like they
somebody
make
like
it
that.
almost like impossible to help people.
Yeah,
Um,
if you don't want to give up all your money.
but it's weird. I don't know. It's fucking weird, and I'm
It's
just glad
too
it's
bad.
back though because
Well, we're fucked. We're cooked.
I need another drink.
Me too.
Liquor.
Oh, that's liquor. And it's funny because the whole thing was like, oh, we don't want China taking our data and all that.
China.
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 You can't even access TikTok in China.
Really?
Yes, it's blocked over. They have another one called like
Oh, but
Dooney.
they don't have. Well, they had the red.
They
note,
have
but-
Red Note Ji Zhangshu, and then there's another one called. It starts with a D. That's their own version of
and
TikTok.
they don't have TikTok.
No, TikTok's from Singapore, which is closer to like Malaysia, and it's not even near China. No, it's nowhere near China.
I knew that.
So for them to be like, oh, it's China taking their data, China has nothing to do with TikTok. So that's super xenophobic and racist. What else you'd like to?
Does he have sage in his mouth? Get the sage out of his mouth. I'm sorry.
Gnocchi.
I have found a knife under his bed, like a pocket knife. I'm not even fucking kidding. My brother, Michael, left his work knife. It was like an orange work knife on that table, and he's like, "Hey, do you know where my knife is?" I'm like, "No. Like,
You're
why
right.
the fuck would I touch your knife?" Under his bed. Under his bed, I found a pair. I swear it was my green scissors. These scissors right here. Under his bed.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you look under his bed, I'm sure we'll find something interesting. It's really. I found my hair clips under there. It's really interesting. He's unique. Unique. Maybe we'll talk about Beyonce next time because that's a lot.
You have thoughts about Beyonce?
I've always. Do you really? Because I said unique. I have a lot of thoughts on Beyonce. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Next episode.
That's another time though.
We'll have you on for the next one.
And the next
Because
one,
I'd
the next
love
one.
to
I'm
hear
just
your
gonna
thoughts.
Join.
Love to hear thoughts about Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan.
Oh.
No.
I gotta hear a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Okay,
wait
I'll
for the
listen to
next
her music.
episode.
I'll listen to her music. Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Watch
No,
this
I
space.
will listen to her music, but I'm not a fan of her.
Ah.
Yeah, I actually have some like.
That's really interesting because my mom is one
I
of those
can't look
people
at
who
her
she
eyes.
can't stand
that weird?
Beyonce.
Dude, I know it's weird.
Wait, really?
It's giving.
You see something demonic?
It's giving fake. It's giving. She's just not there. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's fucking weird.
I mean, she's a
I
billionaire.
think she's just so up there.
I feel like at that point, like you're just like
I just think, yeah. I think she's just there. Where
you're
it's like,
you're not fully human at that point.
You're
right?
not. How could you be?
That's a different kind of money.
Jay-Z.
You're on a different level.
Jay-Z's getting pulled into this shit with Diddy.
You know
Like
that Diddy Jay-Z
yeah.
shit. What happens with all that?
Yeah. Diddy done, as Wendy Williams said. Diddy done.
Did you see the Wendy Williams
Yes,
interview?
That's a whole nother thing.
You listen to
Is
that?
she okay? She's
Apparently,
talking about how she. I know.
like apparently she's fine.
Apparently, she's not even demented. She's like, I am cognitively fine.
You know what I'm saying? She kept saying, "You know what I'm
You know
saying?"
what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
She had an
Yeah.
interview on the Breakfast Club,
Yeah,
and she sounds fully cognizant.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
Diddy done. I have a student who's like, can you send me that? Where she goes, Diddy done. And he thinks that's so funny. Sorry.
That's crazy. Well, I guess we should just
We did it.
wrap it
Wow,
up
2
there.
hours.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Make sure to watch it on YouTube,
Oh my god.
audio and visual. Video is only on YouTube, audio on podcast. Next episode, we will see who we have. Might be Tati.
Better be.
It better be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining.
Miranda, say bye.
Bye.
Say bye. Thanks for joining, Miranda.
Thank you for joining, Miranda.
All right.